Hey guys, welcome back to Garage Theory. It's been a while, been a couple weeks. I haven't really given much of an update on my axle. I just bought them anyway, even though I didn't need it. These are the old ones. I'm gonna go ahead and give these to Joe as a little gift. Here's the new axle. That's the right length this time, so it's not gonna slip through, hopefully. Here's the original axle adapters, and here's the new boot. It just goes right on top of there, like so. Here's the hardware, here's the grease. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to grease these up, both sides, make sure they're well lubricated, because you don't want these things to heat up and then lock up and whatever else failure you can get. But I kind of got ahead of myself earlier and I installed one already on the car. There it is. Kind of see what it looks like. And I still got to do the driver's side. So I'll show you that. It's pretty straightforward, but it's pretty cool, you know, if you guys don't know how to put one of these together. So now I'm gonna put this gasket on here and just slide it right on top. And then put the boot over. And then there's 6 bolts. And this is what it looks like right now. So you got to be careful when you handle these CVs, because the ball bearings in here, if you over articulate this, they'll fall apart. Pretty much what's gonna happen. And then you gotta rebuild it and all that stuff. It sucks. So here's a half shaft with the adapter. I just line up the bolts and it should be good. Alright, so I'll show you how to do this side. You just got to go in reverse. So first thing is you put the boot, put the little paper gasket that came with it, the CV itself. Be careful again, because you know this thing will over spin and you're gonna have to be rebuilding them. And the I don't know if you could see it, little snap ring. that goes right on the end of the axle. Just like that. And then yeah, you see it, it's on there. So what happens is if you slide this through, it'll center it and it snaps it all in place. Yeah, that's it, really. Put the screws in, put this adapter on there. But before I do that, I gotta install this onto the car. Use these big holes to bolt it on, and then slide this over like this, and then line up with the 6 bolts around the CVs itself. Alright, so now I'm at the rear end of the car. Here's the adapter. So here's a little tab, kind of comes out, and that centers it on the wheel here. So all you gotta do is just line it up. And then the hardware, I have a locking washer. Alright, so I got the adapter installed. Now I'm going to raise the control arm up, get that coilover fastened in there, and I'm going to get the stub axle side onto the differential, and then finally line up this side and then torque everything to spec. It's going to be kind of hard doing that, so I'll just try my best to show you, but it's pretty straightforward. Kind of just lift this up and do all this, and alright. So now I'm just going to install the brakes. Put that on like that. Alright, so now the brakes are on, the caliper is bolted in, the coilover is bolted in. The only thing left is to torque all the bolts on the CV, and then I'm just going to zip tie the boots right about there on both sides, and that completes the CV install on the car. It took about If I did it straight, it'd probably take about an hour. But I was messing around and you know how it goes. But yeah, that's about it. I almost forgot to mention that I gotta hook up the sway bar. So this pretty much lines up to there, obviously between the bushings, and the other half lines up to there's like a anchor right about here, and alright, so I got the other side on. I like how I put the bolt in this way, because on this side, you see how it hangs down a little low? The thread down, I want that to be short so it gives me more clearance. So I'm going to flip this over, and the car is done. I'm going to put it back on the ground and start her up. Hopefully everything is on there correctly. So there it is. I got the passenger side, sway bars installed, driver's side. I took it for a spin real quick, and everything sounds good. More like it doesn't sound like anything, so I guess it's good. I got a special guest right here. Look, he's fucking sleeping. It's fucking Joe laying on the fucking floor. That's what he's good at right there. With his Coke. So that is the CV install. I just want to give you a quick peek with what we're doing right now. We got that surprise, and we got this transformer here. We're gonna make this thing stand up, so it's gonna be like this tall. It's gonna have legs down here that's gonna come out. No, I'm just joking. So this is my buddy Dave's car. He's right here. So you're probably wondering what's happening. We'll get into that. I'll have Dave talk about it. Look at this motor. So yeah, that'll be a quick glimpse, and comment below what you think we're doing to the truck. Alright, so that's that.